could convince me of replacement theology maybe 100 years ago. But you see, 3 really amazing things happened in the last 100 years. You could even probably make a theological case that God had forsaken the Jewish people. I mean, we were scattered all over the world. Hebrew was a dead language, but a lot has happened in the last 100 years. Number one, Israel became a nation again. In other words, before Israel was a nation, you could make a case that, well, God is against Israel. Look, they're not even a nation. You're scattered, but we're a nation now. Jerusalem has been restored as the capital. That also was prophesied. I think it's Jeremiah 3:7. And the Aliyah, the ingathering of the exiles from all over the world. Jewish people, almost 7 million Jewish people have come back from all over the world. We're talking, there was 500,000 Jewish people here in 1948. That is multiplied by 14 times since then. That is the hand of God. You see, all those things were prophesied. That would be Ezekiel 36, verse 24. I'll bring you back from all the nations where I scattered you. Except for the fact that the prophecies came to pass, maybe I could believe. Hebrew is a spoken language today. Did you know over 100 years ago, or just over 100 years ago, Hebrew was not an everyday spoken language. So it is very difficult to believe that God has broken his promise with Israel. There's a theme in the Bible where it looks like the promise isn't going to happen. Jews are scattered all over the world, persecuted. Nobody likes us. And then the Holocaust. And then suddenly, when it looked like we were down for the count, God resurrects the people of Israel, brings us back into our own nation. Jerusalem is restored, and there's mass aliyah. And if we're talking about Ukraine, God says, I will, the days are coming, says the Lord, Jeremiah 16, verse 14, when they will no longer talk about the exodus from Egypt. I'm paraphrasing. They will no longer say, surely as the Lord lives who brought the children of Israel up out of the land of Egypt, but they will say, as surely as the Lord lives who brought the children of Israel out of the land of the north. And if I go straight north from here, I'm hitting Moscow, Kiev, Odessa. Do you understand that? And God brought over 1 million Russian-speaking Jews out of the former Soviet Union in a fulfillment of prophecy. So when you say that God has changed his mind on Israel, that's not an insult to me as an Israeli. That's an insult to God as a husband, as a faithful God.